close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
What's going on, everybody? Listen, I hope you're all keeping safe and well. Yeah, listen, I'm here to do the Brighton versus Arsenal preview. Let me just adjust that microphone so it's not too much in shot. But yeah, listen, I'm here to do the Brighton versus Arsenal preview. I just want to explain something to you guys a little bit before I get into the preview. I want to apologize as well for those of you that have liked my Facebook page. It's been taken down, my Facebook page. So basically what happened, you guys know that I've done the watch along for Juventus versus Chelsea, which was a really nice stream. You know, it went really well. But apparently, according to Facebook, apparently I breached their terms of service, and apparently my content was misleading. So apparently they took it down. I am trying to get my page back up because, quite frankly, I did fuck all wrong, and it's pissed me off. So yeah, apologies to those that have liked my page and just seen it disappear, a bit like Arsenal's season last year, and it just disappeared. But yeah, apologies for that, guys, honestly. But yeah, honestly, I did fuck all wrong, and they took my page down, like literally. And you know what, right? I even said to people, I'm always, when I do watch-alongs, I'm always careful, and I always say to people, listen, I can't show the match due to copyright reasons, and I'm always mindful of the fact not to breach any rules. So I'd love to know how I breach the rules. I honestly really would. I'd love to know how I fucking breach their terms of service. And you know, the other frustrating thing is as well, right? Yeah, I don't want to go too much into this because obviously we're here to do a preview. But the other frustrating thing is that you try and get in contact with these guys. There's nowhere to bloody contact them. You do this appeal thing, like dispute it, and you just get some generic bullshit email saying, oh, you've just breached our terms of service. Not about how you breached the terms of service or what you did, just, oh, you breached our terms of service. And the other frustrating thing, and I got to get this off my chest right here, I did fuck all wrong, right? Absolute fuck all wrong. But yet somebody puts racist comments on Facebook and nothing gets done about it. I just do a stream, like with myself watching a football match, not showing the game, not breaching any copyright laws, not just having a good time, you know, with you guys, the viewers, and apparently that's breaching terms of service. What utter bollocks. Facebook, right? Yeah, go fuck yourself, because your rules are shit. And I can say this because I'm not streaming to Facebook. So yeah, Facebook, go fuck yourself. Anyway, that's all I want to say on that. Let's get into the preview of Brighton versus Arsenal. Do hit the like button. Do subscribe. I'd really appreciate that. I realized I've been ranting for about 4 minutes on that. But yeah, listen, I'm really looking forward to this game. I got to be honest. And I've also got to be honest here as well. This is the kind of game that we could come unstuck in. And the reason why we could come unstuck, and I'm going to get to some of your comments. I can see you all putting them in there. So don't think that I'm ignoring you. I am going to get to some of your comments. But the reason why I think we can come unstuck against Brighton is because it's the kind of game where, listen, we've had a fantastic win at the Emirates on Sunday in the North London derby. It was great, wasn't it? You know, the performance, especially the first half performance, was great. I thought it was fantastic. You know, we're all on a high. Listen, we practically gave Tottenham a hiding. And then we've all week it's just been positive vibes. Positive vibes. It's just been absolutely positive energy. So this week has been really kind of good for that. And we've got this team, Brighton, who, let's be honest, they've done really well. They, you know, if they beat us, they go top of the table. Graham Potter's got them playing really well. So the reason why I say we can come unstuck in this game is because if we're not careful, if we don't get our mindset right, listen, we're going to go, I don't want to go into that game thinking because we beat Tottenham that we're just going to roll over Brighton. Listen, we've got to be on our game. I want us to go into that game with the same kind of commitment. And it's so easy after a good win against Tottenham, after a good performance, to sort of let your levels drop from a player point of view. You know, because let's be honest, in that first half, they gave everything, absolutely everything on the pitch. You know, Smith Rowe, Saka, Odegaard, Aubameyang, Partey, you know, they gave absolutely everything. And it's so easy. It would be so easy to go into tomorrow's game feeling like we're on top of the world and that we're just going to roll over. Brighton are just going to roll over and we're going to get the win. That is a big mistake. We can't approach the game like that. We've got to go into this. We've got to go into this game tomorrow thinking that Brighton are going to be a difficult test. We've got to approach it as if we're playing Man United or Liverpool. I know that sounds really bad, but we can't go in there thinking that we're just going to walk in, get the 3 points, and it's going to be an easy afternoon. Let me tell you something right here. It's going to be anything but easy. Brighton are a decent side. They've got the home crowd advantage. We're away from home. It's going to be not an easy game. Got to be honest, it's going to be a difficult game. So we need to approach this game with care. We need to approach this game with a little bit of kind of, hang on a second, we know what Brighton are. They're a good side. So yeah, we need to approach this game, and it's one of them games, like I said, where we could come unstuck. But yeah, I'm going to the game tomorrow. I've got to be honest. I'm going to the game. I'm looking forward to it. I'm not looking forward to going to Brighton Stadium because it's in the middle of fucking nowhere. It's nowhere near Brighton. It's near Lewis. It's miles out of Brighton Centre, and it's on a fucking dual carriageway. Whatever genius decided to put a stadium there, was fucking idiotic at best. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to the game tomorrow. Apologies as well, guys. I didn't do any vlog yesterday. I almost forgot. So what happened was, obviously, I woke up yesterday morning, and I had the Facebook thing really pissed me off, and then I was trying to get that sorted, and I just completely forgot about it. So I do apologize. I realize I've been putting this vlog off. I just keep kicking this vlog down and down the road. So yeah, honestly, I will do them. I will do these vlogs because I realize I've just kind of said for the last week that I would do these vlogs. Listen, let's say hi to a couple of people in the chat. Big up Tim. Big up Hendon Guna. How are you? Big up Static. Big up Mr. Bungle. Seriously, dump the useless Facebook. Honestly, it's mad. It's going to be a stormy evening down on the South Coast. I think it's going to be 1-1, says Hendon Guna. honestly, do you know what, right, Hendon Guna, right? Yeah, you're right. It's going to be difficult. Um, it's going to be really difficult. Uh, I won't bother with Facebook anymore, says Static. Especially with watch alongs and live streams. Yeah, do you know what it is though, right? Yeah. I'm going to be honest. It's a good source of income. I say a good source of income. I mean a good source of traffic to the channel. Now everyone knows, right? Yeah, that YouTube. It's hard to get your channel noticed unless you're going on other platforms, unless you're going on other channels or collabing with people. You're seldom very difficult to grow. So Facebook was a good source of traffic, and the last couple of watch alongs have been decent, especially the one I did for the Man United. No, it wasn't the Man United, it was Chelsea. I had 400 people watching, and it gave me a buzz. I've got to be honest, I'm never going to get that on YouTube. I am never going to get to a situation where 400 people are watching on YouTube unless my subscriber count goes up like fucking that and I get enough people tuning in. I'm never going to get that. So I'm quite pissed off about it. Now I've got to find another source of traffic to grow the channel, and it's just pissed me off a little bit. Big up Joanne Smith. Um let's have a look here. It was the same last season when we beat when we beat Spurs at the Emirates 2-1. We then went on to lose to Olympiacos, draw with West Ham, lose to Liverpool, draw with Sparta Prague. Did we really? We didn't lose to Olympiacos last season though. Big up Mike England. Let's have a look here. Big up Tybe. Let's have a look here. But yeah, honestly, it's a mad source of traffic. That's why I was I don't know, like Facebook can go fuck itself as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, like honestly, back to tomorrow. I'm looking forward to it. I got to be honest. I am looking forward to it. Now, obviously, we know that Granit Xhaka is out for tomorrow's game. We know that Granit Xhaka is out for till January, I think they said. But for me, I'm not too fussed about Xhaka being out. I know there's a lot of Arsenal fans out there that really rate Granit Xhaka, but for me, I ain't too bothered about the fact that Granit Xhaka's out. I think it's a blessing in disguise, and I think this is a good opportunity for Lokonga to get a good run in the side. I think that's what we need, to be honest. If Lokonga can seize his opportunity, because he's done brilliantly, and now it's his chance to shine. Obviously, nobody thought that he would get a chance like this, but actually, I think having Partey and Lokonga next to each other, I think it'd be pretty decent, to be fair. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what lineup he picks. Definitely think Smith Rowe should stay in there. Definitely think Bukayo Saka should be in there. So yeah, honestly, I'm looking forward to the game. I'm actually really looking forward to the game. And then we got this fucking international break afterwards. Tell you what, right? Yeah, we got more international breaks in this season than we ever have in any other given season. And I'm not saying that we don't need the international breaks, but I'm just fed up of the international breaks. So yeah, it's proper good. I'm proper in, honestly, right? Apart from this Facebook issue, I'm in a positive mood for tomorrow. I'm in a positive mood. I'm looking forward to like I said, going to the game. Looking forward to going to Brighton. Another night out in Brighton. That's going to be interesting, isn't it? The last night out I had in Burnley, I got absolutely fucking wasted. Let me tell you, right, I got so drunk, right? Yeah, I ended up waking up and it felt like someone had took a shit in my mouth. you know when you wake up, right? Yeah, and your mouth is just like dry as a nun's crutch. Honestly, it was absolutely horrendous, and I had the massive hangover. My hangover actually didn't kick in until I got back from Burnley, and as soon as I got back, my hangover just went. Yeah, you don't feel too good. I consumed so much JD up at Burnley, so yeah, I'm looking forward to tomorrow. I always like the away games. Got to be honest. I always like the away trips. Um, let's have a look at. We'll put Brighton in a spliff, says 10 step. Do you know what we might do? Fair play, we might do. Yes, we did 1-0 to Olympiacos at home. To Olympiacos in the Europa League. Do you know, I don't remember much about last season. And the reason why I don't remember much about last season is it was so shit. It was crap. Um, We need to hope the players can raise their game for this one, says Hendon Guna. Yeah, do you know what, mate? You're proper spot on. And that's what I worry about because they put so much effort into the game on Sunday against Tottenham. And let's be honest, they did. They played brilliantly. Because they put so much effort into that, I'm worried that they're going to get a bit complacent and not go into the game with the same intensity. And obviously, it's not going to be the same intense, is it? You know, North London derby and then a trip to the South Coast. It doesn't come more different than that. But they need to approach it with the same intensity. Last international break till March 22, bearing in mind the World Cup is December 2022. Do you know what, mate? There's one in November as well. We've got this one, and then we've got one in November. I got Guna Vettel. Hope you're well, mate. Yeah, I hope you're well, mate. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you tuning in. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Uh, let's have a look. Um, but yeah, honestly, guys, I'm really looking forward to this game. I got to be honest. Um, right, let's go into my starting 11 because I haven't really covered my starting 11. I say, okay, so for this one, I'm going to go with Ramsdale in goal. I think the goalkeeping position picks itself, if I'm being honest. There's no way Bert Leno is getting into this team, and he wants to fuck off in January. So as far as I'm concerned, let him fuck off. So for me, it's Ramsdale in goal. Then the back line picks itself. Do you know what? I haven't been able to say that for a long time about the Arsenal, where actually for a long time we can sit here and say that the goalkeeper and back four picks itself. Do you know what I mean? And that's a good thing to have because before it's always been, oh, who does come in, who goes in what position, what happens. But for me, for the first time, we can actually say that now the goalkeeper and back four picks itself. So having said that, the goalkeeper, Aaron Ramsdale, then the back four of Tomiyasu, White, Gabriel, and Tierney, yeah, that picks itself. Honestly, there's no way anybody else is getting into that back four and nobody else, especially not Leno, is getting that goalkeeping position. So yeah, the back four pretty much picks itself. There might be a case, maybe a small case, for Nuno Tavares to come in, but personally, maybe not. Maybe, if you want to go down that route and then take off Tierney and bring him on in the second half, if things aren't going right with Tierney, but at the moment, Tierney's in there. Tierney's solidly in there. Then the midfield, I think that again picks itself. Now, if Arteta, is he going to go with this 4-1-4-1 situation, or is he going to go back to a 4-3-3? Because if he's going to the 4-1, if he's going to a 4-3-3, then for me it's going to be Lokonga, Partey, Lokonga, and maybe Smith Rowe. Yeah, maybe Smith Rowe. And then, but if he's going for the 4-1, then it's going to be Partey as the holding midfielder. Then the 4 in front is going to be Odegaard, Smith Rowe, Saka, and Pepe. Odegaard, Smith Rowe, Saka, and Pepe. And then with Aubameyang further forward. But if he's going for the 4-3-3, it's going to be Partey, Lokonga, Smith Rowe, and then you've got Saka on the left, maybe Pepe on the right, and then Orba up top. But personally, I don't know. I liked that 4-1-4-1 situation. But that's my lineup, guys. That is my lineup. Let's read some more of these comments. What we got here? Let's have a look. Ramsdale every time his distribution's far better than Leno's, says Mike. I agree with you, to be honest. I absolutely agree with you. I think Ramsdale is a far better goalkeeper. He knows how to command his box. You know, when I see Leno in goal, I just see honestly, Leno flaps worse than a bird on Friday night who's lost their knickers in some fucking in some fucking shit hole of a bar on a Friday night. Do you know what I mean? Honestly, it is like when I see Leno flapping, it's like watching somebody from The Only Way Is Essex trying to fucking find their knickers again. But anyway, so yeah, for me, Ramsdale all the time. Ramsdale, you know, he knows how to catch the ball. He knows how to go long when necessary. So yeah, for me, Ramsdale absolutely is the best goalkeeper. I agree with you, Mike. Play the same back five we had against Spurs, says Hendon Guna. Yeah, agree. Not going to argue with you there. Let's have a look here. But yeah, honestly, I do actually think that this lineup for a long time, we're actually starting to see, and I don't want to get too carried away here, but we're actually starting to see a consistent back line. Not only that, but we're starting to see a consistent 11. You know, the 11 at the moment picks itself. The one worry for me, and I've got to be honest here, is if when any of these players get injured, who's going to come in? I mean, it's okay at the moment. Like, obviously, we've only got Granit out because, you know, obviously he had that freak injury. But then, you know, we've got Lokonga to come in who can do that position. But if you look at all the other positions, if anybody gets injured, who's going to come in? Maybe up top, we're not so bad because we've got Martinelli and Balogun. But that back line worries me. If anyone gets injured in that back line, who's going to come in? Because I don't trust any of the people that we've got to come in. I don't trust Pablo Mari. I don't trust, obviously, yeah. I don't know. Like, I don't trust. I just don't trust all the people in the back, and it's mad. It's just mad. It's just total mad. But yeah, listen, guys, do smash that like button. Would really appreciate it. There's only 3 people in the chat, but that's all right. Listen, it is what it is. But yeah, honestly, I'm really looking forward to tomorrow's game. I am proper buzzing. I ain't gonna lie. I'm proper excited for tomorrow's game. I think it's gonna be an interesting battle, should we say. And the reason why I actually think as well, because we're actually going to play a team that is in form. And we might have the better players than Brighton, but they're the team that's in form and they're the team that's playing like a team. I actually think that, it's going to be a real difficult test. Again, for me, it's going to be a litmus test, this, because if we can get a win here and keep that momentum going, keep that positive vibes going, because I just worry, right, if we lose tomorrow or even draw tomorrow, the whole negative attitude, the whole negative vibes is going to come back again. The whole negativity that's been surrounding the club is going to come back again. But it is what it is, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? It is. It's hard to say what's going to happen. But it's going to be interesting to see whether we do get the win. I personally, if I was to give a prediction, I'm probably going to predict. I'm probably going to predict. I'm probably going to predict that this is going to be a tight game, but I actually think we might just edge it 2-1. I think we might just edge it 2-1. If we put in that first half performance anywhere near that level of performance that we did against Tottenham, then we might win it comfortably. But I'm going to anticipate it's going to be a difficult afternoon. I'm anticipating a difficult evening. Listen, the weather conditions is going to be shit as well. I'm not going to do a tie from AFTV and start blaming the weather conditions. But listen, the weather's going to be shit. Yeah, I think it's going to be difficult. So yeah, I'm going for a 2-1 win. Hendon Guna says, "What time are you heading to Brighton from Devon tomorrow?" So I'm actually heading out. I'm leaving my house at 7 o'clock in the morning. My friend is driving up. We're going to get there early at 11 a.m. We're going to go on the piss, have a few beers before the game. The game's not till 5:30, so I could be potentially going into that game very drunk. And then obviously you've got the evening after the game. So yeah, I'm heading pretty much early. And then on Sunday we're driving back. Potter has Brighton very organised, and they handled the physicality of Palace very well. Yeah, I think it's going to be difficult. It's going to be very, very difficult. Honestly, it is. Just another note as well, guys. While it's in my head before I forget, and I realize there's not much of you and I'll in the chat, but I will post this on the community tab as well. 9 p.m. on Sunday, I am going to be on Lee Judge's TV. So 9 p.m. on Sunday, I'm going to be on Lee Judge's TV. Going to be over there talking about maybe the Brighton game and about all things Arsenal. So yeah, I'm going to be over there 9 p.m. Lee Judge's TV. It's going to be really good. I'm looking forward to it. I'll be over there with Dan Potts, Lee Judges. So yeah, I'm really, really looking forward to it. Geez, 7 a.m. Hope you have a fuel tank of fuel. Thankfully, I don't have to worry about that because my friends got to worry about that. I just got to chip in for petrol money, which is not too bad. Look forward to seeing you on League Judges. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, to be honest. It's frustrating because it's nice to actually, it'd be nice to actually go on another platform and be able to, for people that haven't seen me before, get a chance to see me, because obviously I don't go on AFTV anymore, and a lot of people who have their own YouTube channels obviously have other platforms to showcase themselves. So I don't really get that opportunity. I'm just doing it through here. I'm just doing it myself. So it'd be nice to go on a platform and hopefully people will like me. They'll like my opinions and they might come over and subscribe to my channel. And now I've lost the bloody Facebook traffic thing. It's going to be very hard to grow my channel. I got to be honest. I'm going to level with you guys, right? Yeah. Since I lost my Facebook page, I'm really worried for the future of this channel. I got to be honest, and how it's going to grow. I have had sleepless nights over it, and I am quite worried about where this channel's growing without that source of traffic. And it's as you guys know, it's so hard to get out there on YouTube, and the algorithms, unless you've got like 100, 200 people in the chat, it's hard to grow. But without that outside, outside of YouTube, without that Facebook page, and I worked very hard to build that page as well. I worked incredibly hard. So yeah, without that, it's I'm quite worried about the channel and how I'm going to grow it. And but listen, that's for me to worry about. Like I said, I'm still going to be here, still going to be banging out the content as usual. But yeah, I am very, very worried about how I'm going to grow the channel now. Big up Anthony said I'm going for a 2-1 Arsenal win. Don't get too pissed. Mate, honestly, when I went to Burnley, honestly, we went to this bar and it had 80s music. And yeah, it was mad, mate. Honestly, it was total mad. But yeah, they had this 80s music. And yeah, I ended up getting drunk. I ended up spending way much more money than I intended. Because when you're pissed as well, you don't care. You just spend the money. But obviously, being at Burnley, alcohol's cheap up there. It ain't going to be cheap in Brighton, I can tell you that. It's mad. Reach out and the bearded gooner, bearded gooner. Yeah, I will reach out to them. I will. I'm gonna try and do some more collaborations with people. Um, keep doing what you're doing, and the traffic will grow as the season progresses. Well, this is what I'm saying. I've got a target of 3,000 subscribers by the end of the season. And I've got a target, and I'm going to share this with you guys. I've got a personal target of 5,000 subscribers. And when I get to 5,000 subscribers, I'm going to do something special on this channel. And the reason why the 5,000 subscribers is a key milestone for me, and which is why I really want to hit that, because as you guys know, I was good friends with Claude, and one of the last conversations that me and Claude have ever had was about my channel. And I said and it was just a throwaway comment. I said, I'm never going to get to 5,000 subscribers or 10,000 subscribers. And Claude said to me, do you know what? Like, listen, we will get you to 5,000 subscribers. I'll help you get there. And then obviously, sadly, Claude passed away. So I sort of said to myself after that, I said, you know what? I want to do that and, do that. And then on a personal level, once I get to that 5,000 subscribers, I'm going to raise a glass to Claude on air, on stream. I'm going to raise a glass to Claude and say, you know what, mate? I made it. I made it. Because let me be honest, right? Yeah. The reason why my channel is as big as it is today, and the reason why I'm at 2,000, and the reason why I'm where I am is because of Claude, because of because of Claude's help, and because of Claude's backing me and always giving me a chance on his channel. And I'll never forget that. Obviously, I'm not doing that anymore because obviously Claude passed, and certain circumstances out of my control, it's not happening. But yeah, when I get to 5K, honestly, it's going to be a personal moment for me. So yeah, it's mad. It's total mad. But yeah, honestly, like, I'm really looking forward to the game. I'm proper buzzing, actually. I got to be honest. I'm I'm proper buzzing for tomorrow. I think it's going to be a really, 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 really good game. But yeah, listen, guys, I do want to remind everybody as well to turn the notifications on. I want everybody to please turn the notifications. And I realize as well that I don't give much time for I don't give much time for when I put the shows up, and so I do need to get a little bit better with that. But yeah, I do want to just remind you all to turn on the notifications so you never miss a show. And I'm going to try and collaborate with more guests. The international break is coming up, so I'll try and get a few guests on. Um, let's have a look here. Let's have a look here. Static says, "What's your score prediction for the game?" I'm going for 2-1 Arsenal. I think I'm going for 2-1 Arsenal. If we play, so I'm going for 2-1, but it could be, if we play like we did against Spurs, it could easily be maybe 3-1. But listen, Brighton are going to be a tough game. I wouldn't bet against it being a draw neither. But yeah, I'm going to go for 2-1. I think we'll nick it 2-1. Mike says, "I loved your Claude chats. Great viewing." Yeah, I enjoyed doing those as well, man. Honestly, do you know what? I do miss them on the Wednesdays. I do. I do often, when it gets to that time, I do often think about those and think about Claude. But yeah, sadly, unfortunately, and I don't want to go into it too much because obviously I've covered it all. But yeah, obviously it's sad the way that things turned out after Claude's passing with other people. But you know what? Someone always told me, and it's true. What somebody told me, and I'll never forget this, is that you find out the measure of people when something big happens. So when someone passes, or someone has an accident, or whatever happens, you find out people's true self, and you find out the true measure of certain people. When something big happens in life, it brings out the best of people, but sadly, and this is true, it brings out the worst of people as well. It really does. But listen, I'm keep going. Like I said, I'm positive. I'm in a good mood. I'm in a really good mood. I've got this new role at Arsenal as well, which is really good. So hopefully I'll be able to share some stuff with you guys. Obviously the stuff that I can share, obviously some of the stuff is going to be embargoed, so I'm not going to be able to bloody share it with you. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. And I've got this other role as well on the Disabled Supporters Association committee. So yeah, like honestly, things are going in the right direction for me. It's just if I can get this channel off the ground, and if I can get it to a point where I get more viewership. That's what I want from this channel. I want to get more viewership. I want to get a decent amount of people watching. Obviously, at the moment, there's only 3-4 of you in the chat, and while it's good and I appreciate every single one of you, I want to get to a point where there's more than 4 people watching. Because it is hard work, guys. I ain't gonna lie. Doing YouTube, it's hard work, and unless you get return from it, sometimes you put in the work and you feel like that it's not really appreciated. And while I know that everybody here in the chat and you guys are brilliant, it sometimes can be a bit soul destroying because you have to design all the thumbnails, and that takes time. And when you're in my position with somebody with who has a disability, who visually, it's hard to do thumbnails, so I have to outsource them. I have to get somebody to design them, and that costs money. And it's when you get very little back, it's hard to keep going at times. And it's a bumpy ride running a YouTube channel. It's not as easy as you guys. You guys just tune in to me and watch me, and but there's a lot of stuff that goes on behind the scenes that even normal YouTubers find difficult. So when you're thrown to the fact that I have to contend with certain limitations, that makes it even 10 times more difficult. So it's trying to get that balance. It's trying to get everything lined up so that you guys are happy, I'm happy because obviously, it's got to work both ways. Listen, I'm I love doing this YouTube channel, and um, I wouldn't change it for the world. But when you're doing watch-alongs that are 2 hours long, and then you find out that only 3 or 4 people are viewing at a time, and you're like, "Wow, I put in all this effort, and you're just not getting the return that you think you should get." It's difficult. It honestly is. It's difficult. Big up Steve. And it does, it takes time out of your day. It takes time out of your day. And that's what I think people that watch YouTube channels don't realize, that it's a lot of hard work. RIP Claude says Hendon Guna. Absolutely. I fully agree with you. Hendon Guna says, I'm going for a hard fought 1-1, won't be pretty. Yeah. Static says, well said. Be a game. Brighton started good, especially with international break. Mike says, do you have meetings with Brighton disabled reps? Just wondered if you had a few drinks with each other. No, not really. I don't think we do much. I mean, obviously, I'm new to the committee as well, so I'm finding stuff out. But from what I can gather, we don't at the moment. So we just tend to have drinks with each other. And I attended the first AGM, the disabled supporters annual general meeting yesterday, and yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it. And I'm actually looking forward to being a part of it, and to playing my role, and hopefully it leads to bigger things. Because you know what, guys, I ain't gonna lie. Listen, when I'm doing stuff for the Arsenal, and I'm gonna plug my channel. Do you know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna plug my channel, and I'm gonna see, honestly, in those meetings. You're not meant to, but yeah, I'm gonna try and enjoy the role, and I'm going to try and grow my channel at the same time, and hopefully it leads to things. I always say, right, yeah, you have to do things. Certain things you do opens doors for other things, and I always say this in life as well, that you do something and then you never know it. You don't know at the time, but it will open doors for you to do other things. And I'm just glad as well that people voted for me. I'm glad that people gave me the opportunity to do it. Like I said to you guys when I told you that I got the position, that I've never been voted for anything. People have never gone, oh, do you know what? I think Daniel would be good for that role and stuff. So yeah, I've had to work hard for it, and I feel like now I'm getting a little bit of payback for that. I'm getting a little bit of responsibility, and I'm getting opportunities. So I'm grateful to everybody who voted for me and given me the opportunity. Big up Arsenal Manic as well. Good to see you, bruv. Hope you're well. The fact that you still do this despite your disability is bloody amazing. Says Hendon Guna. Yeah, listen, do you know what, right? I got a level with you, right? I thought that I would never ever get past 1,000 subscribers, let alone 2,000. So I'm really chuffed to bits with that. But unfortunately, when you get to a certain point, and I'm one of these people, right? Yeah, that when I get to a certain point, I just get really ambitious, and I'm not getting above my station or anything like that. I just sit here and think, well, I've made 2,000. Why can't I go to 5? Why can't I go to 10? Why can't I go to 15? I get really ambitious, and I've always said to you guys, for me, it's never been about the finances. It's, I always see the finances as a bonus. Any donations, that you guys leave during super chats and stuff, I've never sat here and thought, oh, I haven't got any super chats, so I'm really disappointed and upset. For me, that's never been my ambition. My ambition, like I said, I get more of a buzz of the amount of people that's tuning into my stream. That gives me more of a buzz than somebody leaving a £5 or $5 or whatever your currency is super chat donation. You know, somebody puts in a super chat donation, I appreciate it and say, listen, thank you, I really appreciate it. But I don't get a buzz off that. I feel, if anything, I feel guilty that people are putting money into my channel. I feel really guilty. But when I look at the screen and I'm like, there's 50, 60 people watching, 70 people watching, I get such a buzz off that. And that for me lasts longer than any kind of financial gain. And that's what it's always been about for me, this YouTube channel. It's always been about the viewership and knowing that people are invested in me and people that actually like my opinions and that people want to come and watch me at any given time. You know, I realize I'm notoriously bad at doing things, you know, like with these vlogs. I realize I've just kicked it down the road time and time again. But I also have this thing about that if I want to do something, I got to do it to the best of my ability. So, like, if I don't think it's to the best of my ability, I won't put it out there. It's like the other time when I went to the Chelsea game and I'd done the vlog and somebody said, oh, all the footage is good, but half of your head's cut off. For me, that's like an instant, I ain't putting it out there because it's not to the best of my ability. It's shoddy. So I won't put it out there. So for me, I have this thing where I have to do something to the best of my ability. Like if it's not to the best of my ability, then it don't go out. Like whether it's a video or a stream or, and that's the same way I treat anything in life. If I don't give it to the, if I can't do it to the best of my ability, then I don't do it at all. Too many Arsenal channels are doing watch-alongs. Maybe to do collaborations with other channels for the watch-alongs to have a during the match. Do you know what? Right, yeah, that's the thing is. But sadly, do you know what? The watch-alongs are what helps your channel grow. And the only reason I say that is because when you're doing a watch-along, people look for a way to follow the game. You know, people look for a way to follow the match. So they'll click on your watch along. Are we going to hang up Brighton to dry like the washing area behind you? I realize as well, and it's funny you say that, Arsenal Manic. I realize as well, it's not, this setup is, I say I do things to the best of my ability, but it's mad. Like I've got a washing area behind me. I've got a humidifier behind me, which is, I realize it's not the greatest of setups. I do need to improve this as well. But when you live in a one-bedroom flat, that you ain't got much space to do it. Do you know what I mean? You ain't got much space, and yeah, I realize this setup is, you know, I'm doing this at my lounge table with everything fucking behind me. It's mad, absolutely mad. Pick up Static said I have to go. No worries, Static. Thanks for popping in. Where? Let's have a look. Your new role will open. Your new role will open so many doors to promote this chat. Yeah, I am better for seeing you. You inspire people. That's what I want to do. Like I just want to inspire people because it is difficult. It is difficult, and especially this YouTube thing is difficult. And I've come across challenges with this YouTube channel. You know, not even the obvious channel, the obvious challenges where, you know, when I find and I talk to other YouTubers, they're like, oh, it's hard to grow, it's hard to grow. So yeah, I've come across difficulties. And I think a lot of people as well, like I said, when you look at other YouTubers, right? Yeah. they all have other platforms, or they've built themselves up on other platforms. So when they started their own channel, it's easy to grow because they built up an audience on other platforms. You think, I used to do AFTV, so I had a little bit of a head start, and people, recognized me from AFTV. But since I don't have any other platforms to kind of showcase myself, it's hard. It's difficult. I got Omar. He said had things going on tonight, couldn't make it on time. No worries, you're here. Thanks for tuning in. Um, Anthony Herbert says, I hope Morpay doesn't get the winner. Do you know what? Right. This Morpay and Arsenal is mad. It's crazy. He probably will though. Um, let's have a look. Let's have a look here. Don't touch the background. Looks organic. Pick up Tony. It said evening. I hope you're well, bro. I hope you're well. Um, let's. Tony says, did you sort out Facebook? No, do you know what? Right, yeah. Honestly, Facebook have pissed me off. Facebook have massively pissed me off, to be honest. No, I didn't, Tony, unfortunately, because I tried contacting them, but they haven't replied to my DM. They haven't replied to nothing. I tell you what, right, yeah. They have just massively pissed me off because I did fuck all wrong as well, right? Yeah, I was just doing a watch along. And I always make it clear, and I made it clear in the watch along. I said, "Listen, I can't show the game, copyright, and all that." And I wasn't even offensive or anything like that. But apparently, I breached their terms of service, and yeah, my page is gone. Like honestly, I looked for it today, and I thought, okay, but now my page is gone. They fully deleted my page, and I'm so pissed off. I'm absolutely fuming, because. Like I said at the start of the show, and I know a lot of you weren't here at the start of the show, I said if I put a racist comment, not that I ever would, so I want to make that clear right now, but if I was to put a racist comment on Facebook, it would probably stay up there, and it wouldn't get taken down. Unless somebody reports it, it wouldn't get taken down. But I do a show where I'm not harming anybody, where I'm not taking the mick, where I'm just in, what I'm doing now, reading your comments. We watch the game together. I don't show the game, obviously, for copyright reasons. I just, you guys are just viewing me watching the game. I do that, and apparently I breach their terms of service. But someone can racially abuse someone else, and that be acceptable. I tell you what, yeah, Facebook needs to take a long, good, hard look at itself, and it's an absolute joke. Let's have a look here. What else we got? Anthony says, I think I'll have a good weekend with both Arsenal and Bristol City to win. Yeah, you probably will, mate, to be fair. You probably will. Why don't you do the AFTV post-match interviews? Unashamedly plug your channel. Do you know what it is? It's because to do them, they've got to invite me. I know I could go there and queue up and try and do it, but it's hard. And the people I go to the games with, the friends of mine are very, very anti AFTV. Like, I ain't gonna lie, they're so anti AFTV, they probably wouldn't even help for me to do it. Like I'm you know, you got listen, I've had situations of AFTV before, and it's been a bit mad, and it's been a bit crazy. But these guys are seriously anti AFTV. Like for me, I would go on AFTV just to promote my channel and do that. But these guys, these friends of mine, that yeah, they're seriously anti AFTV. Um, so AFTV, Talk Sport. Yeah, do you know what, Manic as well? I would go on Talksport. I would go on Talksport. I've been on there a few times as well, but I don't think they'd let me promote my channel. I think because they have on some delay. But yeah, hopefully when I go to these Arsenal meetings, I'm going to mention it that I run my channel, and I'm not going to go out of my way to promote it, but I'm going to mention it in conversation and the meet and greets and stuff. That's mad. No reply from them. It is poor from them, Tony. It is, mate. Honestly, it's mad. It's mad. Um, Talk sport and old news, mainstream news are afraid of the new content creators like AFTV, etc. You're probably right, Hendon, as well. You probably are really, really right. Yeah, you probably are right, and that's the problem as well. It's a it's a whole new world. Um, it's a whole new world, and I think that these guys are just afraid of the new content creators. I've seriously got to find another way of growing my channel. Um, and it's not only that, guys, as well. So, like, I've got 2,000 subscribers, right? I've got 2,130 odd subscribers, but there's only 6 people tuning in. Now, I know, and I'm not digging out anybody. I know that everyone has their own shit to do, and um, I know that everybody is not everybody, like Omar right there just come in and said, "Oh, sorry, I'm late. I had stuff to do." Listen, I fully accept that. Absolutely fully accept that. But I've got to find a way with getting the subscribers I have to engage more with watching my shows and watching the channel. This is why, don't get me wrong, I love doing the solo shows, but this is why I do try and get guests on as well. I do try and get guests on and make it more appealing to the audience. But yeah, that's another. I've got to find a way of getting the subscribers I have to engage with the channel and chat and engage with watching my shows, because if I get more of the subscribers I've got viewing it, then it's going to push the channel up. Because what you guys don't realize is the more, like, so when I do a live show, like if I have more people viewing it and watching it when it's live, it bumps it up the algorithms, it bumps it up the YouTube search terms. So this is why I always keep saying to you guys that, come on, guys, everyone please tune in. I always try to encourage you, because it helps me out. You guys watching my channel, if there's like 30 or 40 people or 50 people in my chat room, on a live chat, that's good for me, because it bumps it up the algorithms and it gets it to more people. If there is, let's see, there's 6 people now in the chat, and there's about 6 of you watching. Let's see. Yeah, so there's 7 of you watching in the chat. Like, for me, that's not gonna make a dent in the YouTube algorithms. It's not gonna make a dent at all. So yeah, honestly, it's mad. But so yeah, I do try and encourage you guys. That's why I would say, do your bit, tune in, and I know it's not easy. I know it's difficult for people when they have other stuff to do. But yeah, I've got to find a way of getting the subscribers that I have engaging more with the shows. Let's have a look. Bearing in mind it is a Friday evening. Yeah, yeah. But do you know what it is? YouTube's a big platform as well. Like YouTube is, people are watching YouTube around the world. Sorry, that was blasphemous. Bad analogy. Collective is my favorite on AFTV. Now it's Thai. Passionate fan. Do a phone. Hendon says do a phone in show so subscribers and um so subscribers can interact and partake. Do you know what? Right, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, and Hendon, you bring up a good point, right? Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. So I have done the phone in shows, right? Yeah, and people ask for it, right? Yeah, people ask for the phone in show. They're like, oh, where's it coming? When's the phone in show coming? So I do it, and then when I do it, nobody tunes in or nobody wants to come on. I remember a couple of weeks ago, I done one phone in show and I said, listen, you guys come in, it's a chance to have your say. Nobody come on. So obviously, because I didn't have anything, I didn't plan to talk about anything because it's your show. So I was getting you guys to contribute. I was sat there and I was like, okay, well, no one's coming on. I've got to ad lib, got to find something to talk about. So yeah, it's all well and good in theory, but if you don't get the people coming on, it falls flat on its face. And I've tried it 2 or 3 times. The phone in show, I brought it in, then I took it off because not many people were interacting with it. Then they were asking for it, so I brought it back, and then the same thing happened again. And I tried it just recently, and the same thing happened again. So until enough people are going to actually partake, then I'm not going to bring them back because I've done that 3 times and it's just, it's just not worked. Enjoy the rest of your evening and everyone watching. Have a safe trip to Brighton on Saturday. Yeah, big up Hendon. Thanks for tuning in. Arsenal Manic, mate, I can't even read all that entire comment out because that's just so funny. Honestly, I look like a clown as it is. I don't need to have a fancy dress to go with it. Do you know what I mean? Like, Tony says you're not describing the tango man. Mate, if I look like that, honestly, that just be. I think I'll get people laughing at me, but yeah, I think I'll get people laughing at me for the wrong reasons. But yeah, listen, guys, I've been going for over an hour. I didn't realize. I didn't realize that actually I've been going for so long. And I hadn't planned to go on this long as well for a Brighton preview. But listen, I enjoyed talking to you guys. And it's it's been fun as always. Listen, guys, I'm gonna wrap this show up. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Like I said, I'm going to the game tomorrow. So
I'm not gonna get pissed on.
As my wife said very eloquently there, I'm gonna get pissed on. By rain, I might add, not by anything else, because I realise that does saying that I'm gonna get pissed on sounds a bit kind of dodgy. But yeah, so I'm going to the game tomorrow. It's going to be a long journey. Like I said, I will be back with a review of that game on Monday. Don't forget, I am going to be on Lee Judges TV at 9 p.m. on Sunday. So all tune in to Lee Judges TV because I'll be over there on his show at 9 p.m. with him, with Lee Judges and Dan Potts. So yeah, listen, all have a wonderful evening. Enjoy the rest of your night. I will catch you all on Sunday. I will try and vlog tomorrow as well. I know I keep saying this, but I am going to really try and do it. But yeah, until then, until Monday back here, enjoy the rest of your evening, and I'll catch you all then. Take care, guys.